For many years, I felt very, very strongly about a particular cause. It has been, I believe, one of the most important issues of our generation, and that is pennies. More specifically, getting rid of them. I live in Canada, so in 2012, we actually got to finally realize this dream when the Royal Canadian Mint finally announced that they would cease the production of pennies. So at the time of this announcement, I was curious about how phasing out the penny would actually work. So I went on the internet and I looked it up. And it was pretty straightforward. In a few months, at that time, the mint would stop circulating pennies into the economy. Consumers would still be able to pay with them, of course, but you just wouldn't be getting any back as change. Transactions would be rounded to the nearest 5 cents. Life would go on. However, when I was looking into this information, I kept Googling, as I sometimes do when I'm procrastinating and trying not to do homework or something. So I kept on reading more about the penny, and I started reading about the history of the Canadian penny, how other countries have phased out their own low denomination coins and currency, and how some other countries are still debating whether they should get rid of useless forms of currency. So somehow I ended up on YouTube and I came across a video of this guy, this puffy-haired, arm-flailing, angrily yelling guy who was giving a very impassionate speech about how much he just hates pennies. And I felt very bad for this man. He apparently is American and lives in a place that still, to this day, has pennies. And he was also talking to some other guy named Hank, who I presumed also lived in America, thus still under the oppression of the penny. So I subscribed to this channel in hopes of maybe one day seeing a celebratory video when America finally comes to its senses and gets rid of the penny. Did I just say America coming to its senses? Okay. I'm sure many people have gotten many different things out of Hank and John's videos over the years. But for me, I would say what I get out of it often is realizing that no passion is too niche for the internet. Whether your passion is pennies, punk rock songs about Harry Potter, third tier English football, 2D glasses, or whatever. You can find a community of people who are just as passionate about those things as you are. And I've always been the type of person who never felt like I fit in anywhere because I just happen to have different interests compared to the people I know around me in real life. I loved playing video games growing up, but I honestly never met another girl who also liked playing video games, or at least I never met anyone who liked playing the same games I did, which were mostly car racing games or shooter games. I love watching space documentaries and reading about Mars, but most people I knew just thought that was weird and boring. I love going to art museums and I love wandering around them for like 8+ hours in a day, but pretty much everybody I've ever met in my life think that's just insanity. But on the internet, on YouTube, and in Nerdfighteria, I can and have met many people who share my interest and have since even become friends with many of them. And that's pretty awesome. In the comments below, I want you to tell me about a particular interest or passion that you have that you think probably would be considered a niche interest, hobby, or social cause. Thanks for watching. My name is Betty. You can watch videos I make over at the channel ARTiculations. And as always, don't forget to be awesome.